Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance. After finishing our deep dive into low-cost, high-impact Eternity heroes, it's time to take the next step, and this is an important one. Today, we're not talking about individual heroes anymore. We're talking about teams. Real teams. Teams that help you progress faster, fight smarter, and punch above your power level without burning resources. Yes, we know what some of you are thinking. Where is Kira? Where is Kark? We didn't forget them, there's a reason they're not here. Those heroes deserve their own dedicated breakdowns, and their investment curves are very different. Today is about something else. Today is about one of the coolest looking factions in the game. And without question, one of the most effective for beginner and early mid-game players. Today, we focus on Eternity. Eternity teams are special because they scale extremely well with synergy, not raw power. When built correctly, they don't need perfect gear, maxed skins or expensive artifacts to work. They rely on control, tempo, sustain, and execution, and that's exactly why they are perfect for beginners. We've prepared 5 Eternity-based teams for this video. Each one is low cost, high impact, and designed to help you progress quickly while saving resources. Some of them are pure Eternity. Others include 1 or 2 carefully chosen non-Eternity heroes that amplify the core even further. We'll call those out as we go. Let's begin. The first team is a pure Eternity classic that any player can build very early and grow with confidence: Corvvis, Morrigan, Tempus, Iris, and Faceless. With the exception of Tempus, every hero here is available through shops. Corvus comes from the Dungeon Merchant, Morrigan from the Hydra store, Faceless from the Highwayman shop, and Iris from the Grand Arena Merchant. Tempus is the only exception. You'll need to summon him through the heroic chest or wait for an Eternity event. This team works because every role is clearly defined. Corvus and Morrigan form a rock-solid frontline foundation. Corvus punishes area damage through his altar, while Morrigan sustains the team and denies resurrection. Faceless and Tempus control the battlefield, lifting, grouping, slowing, and disrupting enemies so they never gain momentum. And while all of that is happening, Iris quietly dismantles the enemy, stripping magic defense and executing targets one by one. It's clean. It's effective. And it works far earlier than people expect. Quick tip here: if you don't have Tempus yet, you can temporarily slot in Jorgen. He's available from the Outland Merchant and provides excellent energy control while you wait. Now let's move to the second team, and this is where Eternity really starts to shine. Our second lineup is an Eternity dodge engine built around speed and pressure: Corvus, Iris, Tempus, Dante, and Octavia. This team is no more expensive than the first. Dante is available in the Tower shop, and Octavia comes from the Grand Arena Merchant. What you gain here is tempo. Dante and Octavia create a dodge-based engine that accelerates energy gain, and disrupts enemy targeting. Corvus anchors the front line, Tempus manipulates time, and Iris finishes fights once defenses collapse. This team is fast, aggressive, and extremely annoying to face in early game defense. If you don't have Tempus yet, Nebula works surprisingly well here. She isn't Eternity, but her buffs align perfectly with Dante, Octavia, and Iris, making her an excellent substitute. Now for Team 3, and this one is fun. We mentioned that the dodge team can be difficult to break early on. So here is a low-cost counter that flips the script: Dante, Octavia, Nebula, Dorian, and Heidi. This lineup looks strange at first, but it works, and it works cheaply. Dorian can be summoned from the Gold Merchant and mainly needs skill investment. Heidi is farmable from the campaign, and only needs magic attack. Nebula comes from the Guild War shop and primarily needs physical attack. The magic here is reflection and sustain. Octavia reflects Iris damage back through her mirror. Dorian's vampirism aura converts damage into healing. Heidi's damage output becomes self-sustaining. And because Dante's knockback pushes heroes into Dorian's aura, the entire team stays alive longer than it should. It's effective, affordable, and incredibly satisfying to use. Now we move to our fourth team, and this is where we introduce one of 2025's brightest stars, Polaris. The lineup is Corvvis, Octavia, Iris, Tempus, and Polaris. Yes, Polaris is a paywall hero. But here's the key, she works at very low power. Even around 30,000 power, Polaris brings massive value through stuns and her magic critical chance weapon artifact. That artifact alone dramatically boosts Iris's offensive output. There's another hidden advantage here. Polaris discourages enemies from attacking with Octavia-based teams. Why? Because stunned heroes cannot dodge. And without dodge, Octavia loses her entire identity. This makes the team far stronger on defense than it looks on paper. And now, our final team, designed for beginners who want to accelerate their progress with newer meta heroes. This lineup is Electra, Tempus, Nebula, Soleil, and Iris. Electra is expensive and requires heavy health investment, but her kit is extremely aggressive for a tank. She brings pressure, disruption, and survivability when built correctly. Combined with Tempus's control, Nebula's buffs, Soleil's amplification, and Iris's execution power, this team is devastating on offense. Yes, Electra, Tempus, and Soleil are paywall heroes. But if you choose to invest, this lineup rewards you immediately with brutal results. Before we close, here's one universal rule for beginners. Always invest roughly 75% of your resources into your tank and main damage dealer. Your tank buys time. Your damage dealer wins fights. The remaining 25% goes into keeping supports alive just long enough to do their job. If your supports start dying, add a little survivability. If not, stop. Save resources. Build your next hero. That's how strong accounts are made. Guardians, these Eternity teams are not about perfection. They're about efficiency. They're about synergy. And they're about helping you grow faster without wasting what you've earned. Let us know in the comments if we missed your favorite Eternity hero, or if you want deeper guides on any of these teams. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.